Here is a Mazda 2003 Mpv. It's running pretty bad. It's idling bad, as you can see right there. And as you can see right here on the scan tool, right there. The short term is running 0 on the bank 1. The bank 2 is pretty damn close. The long term bank 1 and bank 2 is 12.5, 10.2. So that means it's running a little bit lean. But at this, this vehicle is pretty old, and the mileage this thing has, it's going to be running lean because the injector might not spraying enough fuel. Now the Mazda flow sensor, it needs to be cleaned. That might get that down a little bit on the short term. As you can see here, flow sensor 3.6. This vehicle is at 3.0. But I do have the AC on, so because it's super hot, so that bumps out the air flow into the engine. So which is 3.0, 3.5, which is not too bad. The other thing is we need to look at the oxygen sensors right there. That is, it's okay. But as soon as we press the gas pedal on this thing, it will die. So we're gonna find out what's going on with it. So you can see it's going up and down, and it's idling now, but it's running pretty bad. So I'm gonna turn the fan down a little bit. I had it all the way because it's so hot. As you can see now, it runs pretty weird. There you go. See that? That is not good. Alright, so I turned the AC off, and as you can see right there, still the same rate. So now I'm gonna hit the gas pedal and shuts off. And one thing that when you buy an old vehicle, used vehicle, always pay somebody to check it out for you, because as you can see right here, I opened the ignition and there is no check engine light. And this car has a code for the oxygen sensor, the heater on the oxygen sensor. That's not gonna make the car run that bad as it's running now. The heater is only to heat up the sensor, but it's not check engine. See, when you buy a vehicle, you turn the key to the on position, the engine not running, all the lights should be on, and they go off, like this one right here, but this one is not. So I asked the guy what happened. He said he took it to somebody and they attempted to fix it, but they didn't fix it. It was running worse after they took it out of the shop. So what they did, they took the valve, something they did with the dash, so the check engine light is not coming on. So they charged the customer, but they're not fixing the vehicle. So there is two things we're gonna do here. The car is running. Now it turns off. Now we're gonna check for the fuel pump, right? I'm gonna press on the gas pedal. 3,000 RPM. 4,000, and you see how the fuel trims, they went down. So I'm not thinking this is a fuel pump. Yeah, it subtracts fuel a little bit, but does not run lean. When the master flow sensor is bad at these RPMs right there, the fuel demand is a lot. So the pump's going out, it will have no enough pressure to keep up with the RPMs. On this case, it's subtracting fuel. As you can see, the minus a little bit on the short term, but the long term is still 1.6, subtracting a little bit, which is not bad. So as soon as I let it go, turns right off. All right, so we don't have the check engine light right here, but on my computer, I do have the code. So, but as you can see, now I'm gonna turn the AC on full blast. The car just died. Couldn't keep up with the AC compressor. it just died. If I had the AC on, as you can see right there. Let me do it again. Right there. It dies. So turn it off. Still doing it. Okay, so now it's even worse. All right. So always check for that, people. When you buy a vehicle, if you don't want to pay somebody, just go ask for the key, open the ignition, and look for all the lights. They should be on. If the vehicle's running, any of all these lights, they should be off. But we're gonna look for this thing. So I don't think this is a fuel pump problem. It can be, because look. So now it turns off when I turn it on, right? So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit the gas pedal a little bit. It's on. I hit the gas pedal, the vehicle stay running. You see? Only if I press on the gas. And it runs pretty good, actually. It's not bad. You can drive it. The thing is, you cannot let the pedal go. So this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna look for the fuel pump on this. I'm gonna do something else first. It's gonna be a lot cheaper than throwing on a fuel pump. And what I can see from the data, if I will have the vehicle running like right now, 5,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM, or 3,000, 2,000, whatever, the fuel demand is a lot. So the pump has to pump a lot of fuel. And if it's bad going out, or the filter is clogged, it will not keep up with the vehicle. And the Mazda flow sensor is pretty good. It's reading. As you can see, it goes down, up, and down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something simple to see if that fixes it. If it doesn't, we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna come back, run the scanner, and run the vehicle, and see what's going on. So right here, as you can see, they put a brand new radiator on it. As you can see, it's shiny right there. Oh, I can see it. Let me see, it's right here. The thing is on the way. I did have to turn the camera the other way so you can see. Brand new radiator, right? Because the vehicle was overheating. And sometimes still overheats, but sometimes it doesn't. So not overheating, but the temperature gauge goes up. But they didn't look for that. Look, you see right there, those hoses are leaking cooling. So what it does is that the system loses pressure, and that's why it overheats, because it's losing pressure right there. I don't understand why they didn't look at this. You know, it's right there. It's not rocket science. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the throttle off and see what's going on. Something simple they should have done, but they just decide to take the volt off, take the check engine light from the dash. But doesn't mean the car is fixed. It means the customer is not gonna see it. But at the end of the day, if they take it to someone else and have a fancy computer like I do, and they're gonna scan it, that computer can check for all the codes, no matter when they happen. It has a memory. All the car computer has memory that it was gonna save the data. So let's open it up and see what happened. So here is the throttle of the vehicle. As you can see right there, a couple of 4 bolts and a bunch of things that you don't need to see that. So as you can see right there, I'm pretty sure this is this is the problem, because the vehicle, when you let the pedal go, it shuts off. So there is no way to get air in. It has an idle valve, but we're gonna clean that one too, because you can see this is mechanical. This is not electronic. What do you call throttle? So this open mechanical, and then it close up. And there is no way this thing is going to breathe. As you can see, that is all clogged. So we're going to clean it, put it back on, and see if that makes a difference. If it's not, then we're going to go to the next step. And to clean this stuff, you use one of those things, throttle cleaner. Spray the heck out of it. So you can see all the dirty, nasty stuff's coming out. And wear glasses, you know what I mean, or just do it nice and easy, and just a rag if you want. But you see how the thing is getting clean. So let's flip it around, clean it inside too. let that stay there for a little bit. This is where the idle valve goes. So let's put some spray in there too. And just clean up a little bit more. Now I'm going to use a rag to clean out faster. And this is what I put everything back together. The throttle. The engine is running pretty good. It's not shaking. It's pretty smooth. So we're going to look inside the computer. And here we are. Yesterday I couldn't do this. We turned off. Now it does not. Doesn't die. So turn the AC on. The compressor is dragging a little, or a lot. I can feel it, but you know that's old compressor. It will not turn off. It's still running. So now we go here to the big computer. We look at the fuel trims. As you can see, long term is subtracting a little bit of fuel. Long term bank one is subtracting fuel. Now I do have the code for the like I said, this is why they took the what do you call engine light off. As you can see, it says the oxygen sensor heater control circuit low bank 1 sensor 2. So this is the one. I believe this one is after the Cadillac Converter. Some vehicles have it on the middle, you know, in the middle of the cat. This one I believe is after, because the sensor one is before the cat. So, well, whatever it is, we need to replace that sensor. Look at it, but that's another thing. This is not going to make the car turns off, because this is the heater to heat up the sensor, like I said. If we want to go to Intelligent Diagnose, we go DTCs. It will give you all the stuff. Short in the heater oxygen sensor, bank 1 sensor 2, circuit low resistant heater oxygen sensor, blah blah blah. And it also give you the failed engine control module, which is, I don't think it is. That you will need to test really good to make sure it is the ECM. On this vehicle, I don't think the ECM is bad, so it's got to be that sensor. So this is why we have the check engine light on. Let's see what this wrench right here. So here it is. Here you can use that scope right here. This one right here. This one comes with the Maxxis Ultra. You can just go ahead and do all this test. Again, on this type of vehicle, when you have this type of code, I've been fixing a lot of this, just replacing the sensor. Now, is that will make you a part changer? Yeah, some guy might say, yeah, well, you're just replacing part, you're a part changer. Well, the thing is, when you do not have this type of equipment, you can't really test stuff out. Now, you can take it to somebody to test it out and make sure the resistance, that everything is working, to make sure that it's not the injectors or another stuff that's doing it. But if you look here, like I said yesterday, because this is another day now, I couldn't finish it on the same day. This is just a short-term fuel trim, right? And short-term on the bank 2, bank 1, deluxe, you know, not the same, but you know, right about there. For the mileage and the age of this vehicle, I'm sure the injectors are spraying maybe a little too much fuel. They might be dirty, they might need to be cleaned, or just put brand new ones in. That will take care of all the stuff. But now, all right, and here is the vehicle running nice and smooth, no problems. And there you go, you got the heaters on the bank 1 sensor 2. Yeah, there's this one right here. It's on, that all on now. And this is the old sensor right here. This is how it looks like. old worn out sensor. That's I think it's pushing 20 years, so it's pretty bad. So as you can see now, I just replaced that part. Does that make me a part changer? I don't think so. I do have the equipment to do it if I want to go nuts with it, but you don't have to. Again, people that don't have this type of fancy machines, it's going to be a big deal to fix a vehicle correctly. So there you go. That's right there. The car is running smooth. Now I can hit the throttle, and the vehicle will not turn off. See? This will be a vacuum leak or something like that. Sometimes it does the same thing. But as you saw, that just a drag on the AC compressor. That's the problem now. The AC compressor is dragging a lot. And I checked the refrigerant, and it's pretty good. So it's an old compressor. It's gonna need a new compressor. You know, it's gonna happen pretty soon. The compressor is just going out. There's no arguing with that. But that's something else that we're gonna do later if he wants me to replace the compressor. But he's gonna have to. He wants AC though. So you see, that's what I did. So let's look up another live data right here real quick. Let's go here. OBD. Let's look at this data right here just to see what's going on. But again, the vehicle's running smooth now. I'm gonna drive for, you know, at least another 100 or 150 miles just to make sure everything is working properly. But it is, you know, it's running real good. It doesn't turn off. And like I said, if you put a fuel pump on this vehicle, you are an idiot. You're stupid because you don't do that though. The vehicle, if you wrap it up and the vehicle just can't keep up, then yes, something is clogged or something is a fuel pressure regulator. You got to look into all those stuff. But on this vehicle was not. The throttle was so carbon built up. It was so much crap in it, and that's why it couldn't stay. You know, keep the engine running when you let the throttle go. As you can see now that this vehicle is not running lean. It's subtracting fuel now because it's running minus. But you know, like I said, on the injectors, you're gonna expect that type of things. I see that all the time. The injectors are old, and you know, it's just gonna happen. So everything looks good. All the data looks good. So there is not, you know, it's not running lean. So there you go. So it was an easy fix. Just clean the throttle, make sure everything is nice and clean. The Mazda flow sensor, I haven't cleaned it because I do not have a chemical for that. You need to use the Mazda flow sensor cleaner. I'm gonna stop by the auto part and get one so I can clean it and make it, you know, run a little bit better. But for now, it's just good. See, that's the sensors right there I replaced, and this car is running really good. All right, till next time, thanks for watching. Have a good one.